Looks like Hudson Gott will take the draw for Fairmont. He is flanked right there by Xander Resendez right there, but taken right back, though, right away. This is number 11 in Miyazaki. Miyazaki, who has a couple goals right now for this Edison squad. Rimmed around over to the near side, and now a big hit delivered right there by number 77 in Resendez. Edison still taking possession of it. Right now, this is number 88, and Kane Paul with the biscuit. He has a couple points this season, 1 goal and an assist so far. He'll squirt the puck up to the point. He tried to get up to the point, but then right there, here's another man walking in and whiffing on the initial opportunity. It was number 22 and Landon Morton right there. Have in at the point one more time and activate now for the Chargers. Here they come again. Right in front now. Morton again tried to stuff it home that time. Actually, it wasn't Morton. It was Kane Paul right there. And credit the goaltender. Number 3, Garuba with the save. Another opportunity just set wide of the net. Now pinching in will be Nate Johnson for the Chargers. He drops it back down low. That one is shoveled high up over the net that time by Andrew Moniak right there. Finally picked up by Fairmont and able to clear the zone. Johnson, though, will take control one more time as he plays catch with Miyazaki in his own zone. Rimmed around over now to the near side by the Chargers. Coming in to interrupt that play right there was Elderini. Puck, though, squirts back out, and here's another opportunity for the Chargers. This time it's Morton again. He fires a shot to a myriad of people. And right now, here come the Huskies on a 3-on-2. Opportunity right there. Sheck comes in, lifted high up over the net that time. Occupied by the goaltender and Connor Medley. Rimmed around over to the point right there where it's chipped out by the Chargers and then sent right back in one more time by the Huskies. Now played by number 55 on the other end. That's Tyler Sandstrom. He will... As a shot comes in on the shovel right there, credit Medley with his first save. Another opportunity, dancing right there for a moment, was number 98, Nathan Lim right there. Puck now bounds in the corner. Lim whiffed on the backhand as he tried to slide it over that time to Edel Rainey again. And the puck bounds off the shins right there of Cole Miyazaki. We have Miyazaki's on both teams right there. You got Cole on one side, you got Hayden on the other. Both wearing green. As this one is stripped right there, an opportunity momentarily right there for Nate Lynn. He is robbed of the puck. Another shot comes in. That one gloved down by the goaltender Medley. He makes a second save. And with 2:25 into this first period, we are still knotted at 0.
Time for Global, Chuck.
Oh, that's right. Well, I like that. I want to remind you that this first period is brought to you by Global Las Vegas. Don't forget June 26th through the 25th in 2026. If you're aiming to play or you're aiming to have a son or daughter play at the next level, join NCAA, various junior and elite coaches for unmatched exposure and education. Over 140 coaches and scouts attended last year. Remember, to register October 1st at globalsportscamp.com or click on the link to our website to find out more. As I bring it back down now, will be Edison one more time. This will be number 82, who I don't have on my roster. He'll slide it over to number 14 and Gunnar Turner. Turner now from the corner, moves it back up to the point. Let me see if I get 82's name right there at least, as Paul will play it back in his own zone.
We have a delayed penalty on Fairmont.
As the goalie now will be out, and there we go. So it's finally touched up by the Huskies, and so with 3:05 expired here in this first period, it looks like that Edison will go on the power play. And that was just kind of a hustle play. Bailey will be on, it looks like number 43, 49. Take a guess.
It's like
19?
19.
There. That would be Connor
Let's
Pete.
settle on 19.
No, actually, that's Anthony Pete right there. Anthony Pete, 2 minutes right there, and here's an opportunity right here now for...
But, of course, Chuck, you know what time it is.
It's time for a Perry's Place Power Play. That's right. It's time for a Perry's Place Power Play brought to you by Perry's Place Family Restaurants in Anaheim and Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram at _Perry's Place _. I want to thank you for Perry's Place right there as we get ready here. Again, it's a double minor, though, too. That being levied right there against Anthony Pete. And there goes Douglas scrambling for that right there.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Of course, the Fairmont coach is objecting.
All right, let's see what we got. I have the live game stats right now, so we're all set up.
I think he's asking for Abner Doubleday to come out.
It's a holding and a tripping call, so two different.
Ooh.
So it's not a minor, or it's not a double minor. It's two minors.
Yeah, 2 minors.
So things pretty tough in the outgoing right there for Anthony Pete right there. Pete, a freshman. Just turned 14, too. My goodness. We get ready for the puck to drop.
One more time.
Face-off taking place just to the right now of the goaltender. One more time. It's cleared up and out of the zone. And here comes Edison back on the attack. It's Miyazaki now on the receiving end right there. Hayden now will bring it in and gets it over to Morton. Morton now slides it over to the far side where Nate Johnson will take it. He'll center across. Nobody home, though, for the green and gold. Actually, I should say green, gold, and white. Kept in by the Chargers one more time. They knock down a couple. Get it back up to Johnson. He plays catch. Or actually, pass is deflected. Tried to get it over one more time to Morton. And it's cleared down the zone. Here racing out here with an opportunity right here. Here's a man now walking in. Shot comes in, Resendez, and that one is knocked aside. Rebound comes in just wide of the net that time. Resendez with his third save right there, and back now in transition. Here comes Miyazaki. He'll bring it in. Shot comes in and denied by the goaltender in Garuba here. With 4:06 expired here, and things starting to get a little heated already here. We're just 4:06 in, and you're already having a meeting of the minds a couple times right there. Good opportunities for both squads right there, but nobody able to dent the twine. Looks like we'll have a face-off taking place to the right of the goaltender in Garuba. He's faced two shots already to the three by Medley. I think they're fixing Medley's mask real quickly.
Yep, little repair for the Edison goaltender's mask. Those pesky masks. I think they're, about $450 a piece now?
That's it?
I think that's the starting ones. I think the good ones are in the $750 range.
Order me 5.
Face-off's actually going to be drawn out of the zone, too, interestingly enough.
All right,
And
Medley has everything all set up as we get ready for the puck to drop. This will be taken by number 77. That's Ivan Shusky right there for the Chargers. He'll be opposed by number 52. Or 92, excuse me. That's Cole Miyazaki for Fairmont. Miyazaki wins it. He gets it all the way back right there to Boland, and Boland's got to wire it all the way down the ice right there, forcing Edison to chase back in their own zone. Sent across the goal line, deep in their own zone. A home run pass misses everything right there. However, going to be an icing call as well, as they'll way late to the party with no chance really was Tyler Sandstrom. Puck will come 175 feet back down deep inside the zone of the Chargers. But this game's still knotted up at goose eggs. Face-off taking place to the right now of the goaltender in Medley. That was Miyazaki again with the win. Brought down low, but then stripped him right here. Here's a man breaking out. I believe this is Sandstrom again. Sent it across. They try to give it back. They get back, try to get to the point. Turned over, though. Here's another opportunity. Sandstrom back now is Lou leading a 2-on-2. Lou tried to send it there, and Sandstrom with the interception. Sandstrom now will trudge down the left wing. Waits, still waiting. He's on a long shift, too. I thought he was going to go behind the back, but he leaves it to the half wall. Still plenty of time. Still $1:54 expired, and now we're back down to the first penalty will be over, so still have one penalty left to go. Good kill right there by Fairmont. And it's knocked out of the zone one more time, as losing that battle right there was number 82, who we have no idea who he is. That's Fan right there. And icing will be the call, so puck will come 175 feet back down deep inside the Fairmont zone, where we are scoreless. Fairmont killing the first of two minors right here, both levied against number 19, Anthony Piet. The tripping call is been wiped off. Now we're serving the holding portion, as the faceoff is won once again by the Chargers. Rimmed all the way around over to the far side. by number 2, Johnson, and that's going to be an icing call. So having a breakout right now, Tyler Wilkerson's team having some issues trying to just cross center ice right there, as once again we will face off deep inside the zone of the Chargers, still with 98 seconds left on the man advantage for this Edison squad. Taking the draw now will be Landon Morton. He will lose the draw to number 5 in Elderini again. And here comes Edison on the attack. Shot comes in, and that one just goes off the glove right there and behind the net. Move it back up to the point. This is Miyazaki again taking it. Hayden now looking for an outlet. Gets it over. Set all the way across right there where Johnson will now take it. Johnson going to wire a shot through traffic. Saved that time once again by Garuba. Shot across right there, and Garuba swallows that baby up right there. That's his 5th save in as many opportunities. But 5:58 expired here in this first period. We still have 68 seconds on the. I think that's going to delete our Perry's place power play right there. So we're going to have a penalty, a roughing call, and that one will be levied against number 27, Moniak. And Andrew Moniak going to set 2 minutes for the roughing call. So we're going to be skating 4-on-4 possibly for the next 68 seconds. And as mentioned before, that will negate our Perry's Place power play. So the face-off now taking place to the right of the goaltender, or left. Where are they going? The right of the goaltender in Medley. Connors faced 3 shots so far this period. Face-off won by the Chargers. They get it back to Miyazaki again. Hayden now behind his goal. He's going to send it across ice. Finds Johnson. Johnson tries to hit the flying number 22 in Morton. Morton now enters the zone momentarily, but then he's met right there by Stott. Hudson now will reverse course behind the goal line now as he plays catch with Geckler right there. Geckler moves it up as they try to get it right onto the tape of Resendez. Resendez has a man right there, and a good job of reading that play by Edison, and I believe we're going to have another penalty. And that one going to go against number 88, in Kane Paul. I think we're going to get 2 penalties. Paul's going to get one, and so will number 22 in Geckler right there. So Paul will get 2 minutes for a hook. Geckler will get 2 minutes for the rough. So the refs not letting anything go. So we got matching minors here. We're supposed to be skating 4-on-4 now.
Those will probably be coincidental, so they wouldn't go up on the board.
And the whole thing is, I don't think that right now that Edison only has 3 skaters on the ice.
Yeah. It should be
there's 4. There's 4.
He's in the corner.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
That white blends in.
Yep. So face-off will take place again, taking it now. It was Miyazaki this time for Fairmont, and the shot comes in, that one gloved down by the goaltender Medley again. And we'll dry rinse and repeat again to the left of Medley. With the face-off taking place between Resendez and number 17 in Jack Brown for Edison. Resendez wins a turnaround attempt, is intercepted right there by Sandstrom. Sandstrom now clips it over to the far side. Gaining his balance down is Ivan Shusky right there. Shusky in the middle as it's dropped down low to Shusky that time by Brown. Shusky will let it go. An opportunity, and here's Brown behind the net. What can Brown do for you right there? He leaves it right up there for Sandstrom right there, who just gets leveled by Miyazaki. Here now in transition is coming P8. P8 right there. Don't forget, he is out for serving those 2 minors. And digging the biscuit out in the corner right there. Once again is Edison, as Fan was bringing it out, but we're going to have a penalty. This one going against number 17, Jack Brown. Brown with an assist in his last game right there. That's going to be a cross-check against Brown right now, too. So that's going to equate to a 37-second man advantage right now for Edison. And here's a big opportunity, for Fairmont. Here's a big opportunity right now for the Huskies to put themselves on the scoreboard. 4-on-3, probably the most ideal power play that you want as they win the face-off. They get it back to Lynn now. Lynn right there with a shot that's just sent over the net right there by Resendez. Moved up and sent out that time. A nice backhand by Morton. Morton going to give chase, but he's undercut right there by Resendez again. Resendez now will leave for Booland again, and Danny now will leave back over for Nate Lynn. Here's Lynn now. Garnering some speed, leading a 3-on-2 shot. Now Booland fires a shot. That's knocked aside once again by Medley. 5 shots apiece right now. Now this one shoveled up, and we're going to have another penalty going against Edison. That's going to be things going from bad to worse right there, as number 82, Pham, is going to be sent down maybe for a cross-check or interference. We'll wait and see. These refs not taking care of anything. It's a cross-check. And so for now 81 seconds after clearing off a 37-second two-man advantage, Edison playing with some fire right here as they are down 2 men again here right at the 8:01 mark of this first period. I think we're going to get a timeout being called right here.
It looks like Fairmont is going to use their timeout.
This is a big shift right here or big moment of the game right here for Tyler Wilkinson and company. Don't forget, they were already down 2 men before. They managed to only, I believe, allow 1 shot. But here they go now, 81 seconds. And you're going to have a Fairmont squad a little bit more rested now.
By the way, when we come back, it'll be a Perry's Place power play.
That's right. It will be a Perry's Place power play. Thank you for reminding me.
And Global Hockey is still sponsoring the first period.
They are. Yeah, that's right. And one more time. You know what? Now that we have some time.
Logos in.
You know, just want to remind everybody that this first period is brought to you by Global Las Vegas. Don't forget, on June 22nd through the 25th in 2026, if you have a son or daughter aiming to play at the next level, don't forget to join various NCAA and junior and elite coaches for unmatched exposure and education. Last year, over 140 coaches and scouts attended. I want to remind you, register October 1st at globalsportscamp.com or look for the link on our homepage to find out more. As we get ready for the drop of the puck right there. Here comes a rested now Fairmont squad out. Is taking the draw now. Will be number 12, who I don't have. I thought it said 12. Maybe it was 77 in Resendez. Where I got 12 from, I have no idea. Move back up to the point. This is once again Miyasaka or Lynn right here. Lynn drops it in the corner. They move it back as they play catch right there. Another opportunity. Up again to Lynn. Lynn now 4-on-3, slides it over to Booland. Booland drops it down low. Another opportunity. Shot set across and scored. What a pass right there.
Nice one.
Resendez will get the goal, and it will be assisted at least by number 92 in Miyasaki. Resendez will get the goal. Xander. And it's 1-0 right now in favor of on a gorgeous 2-on-1 power play right there. No chance whatsoever for Medley to defend that one. And you're going to take off the first 57 seconds right now, so it's going to be a 5-on-4 now.
So still a Perry's Place power play.
We're still on a Perry's Place power play. We're just on a Perry's Place 2-man advantage now. So as we get ready, Landon Morton will take the draw. He'll be opposed once again by Cole Miyasaki. Miyasaki wins it back to Lynn. Nate now will carry the biscuit in. Avoids a couple stick checks, then turned over. Watch out. Here comes a man walking in right now for Edison in Nate Johnson. Johnson behind the net now, turned over. Here's Resendez on the attack one more time. Slides it over this time, over to Bernard right there. Bernard going to wire a shot. That's blocked down right there by big number 55 and Tyler Stanstrom. Puck squirts out up to the left point. Kept in by number 13 in Booland again. Moved over to Lynn. Back up to Booland. Booland now going to wire a shot right there. Tipped on. Save right there by the goaltender in Medley. And cleared down the ice here. About 45 seconds. A couple ticks over 45 seconds left here in this first period. 1-0 right there is bringing the biscuit right back in will be Bernard. Bernard centers it over to Resendez. Resendez now behind the net. Avoids the stick check right there from Johnson. Resendez now leaves it back up at the point. Here's Bullen with the shot, and that actually friendly fires that might have hit the man parked out in front, number 92 in Miyazaki. Another shot comes in. Miyazaki takes the brunt again. Lim now with the rebound, tried to go short side, and it's sent wide the net that time, occupied by the goaltender in Medley. Rimmed around again this time as they're now fighting through a couple checks. Is Resendez now, has he left the ice is my question. As he now moves up to the left point, avoids the stick check, and then has it knocked off his tape as we're back to 5-on-5 as Pham will be coming out right now. Puck rimmed around, and here's Pham now on the attack. Don't have his first name, that's okay. We got his last name. Pham now sealed off right there as he gets some help right now from number 77 in Shusky. Shusky fires a shot, save, rebound, and scored! That time by number 82, Pham. Pham will get the goal, and all of a sudden, we are back to being tied at 1 apiece. Both times on both sides, the sixth shot has found its way past the goaltender, and Pham with that goal will tie this game up right here for this Edison squad as we are knotted at 1 apiece. Anthony Pham from Landon Morton will get the assist. Balbier out there now, being centered by Moniak. And on the other side, you have Big Jack Brown over there. Face-off one, and it's taken away and sent down the ice now by number 5 in Karim Elderani. Centering pass, nobody home for the Forest Green right there of Fairmont. Sent along the dasher right there. It hits the dasher and bounces into the bench. So we'll lose a puck, but gain a face-off here with 10:39 expired here in this first period. Still tied at 1 apiece. Chuck Lasik along with Doug Peacock bring you all the action right here. As once again we have Fairmont Green as they are hosting the Chargers of Edison. Face-off taking place once again to the right of the goaltender in Medley. This time it's won by Edison. Puck now trickles over the far side. That one sent in that time by number 6 in Luke Franklin. Excuse me, that's numbers. I don't have that name. Now behind the net once again. Centering pass, though, broken up right there momentarily. Shot turnover on that. And there's a save right there from Medley. Chipped out right there by the Chargers, forcing the Huskies to play deep in their own zone right now. This is Elderini again. He'll turn it over right there to Bobbier. Bobbier now walking in. Another opportunity. Wyatt then dancing in. Now puck comes all the way back, forcing number 11 in Miyazaki of the Hayden variety back. Oh, and there's a big opportunity right there. Just missed right there. Puck now squirts over the far side. Chipped up, and here once again is Brown. Brown now hits his man in stride and Balbier. Wyatt now with one man to beat, and he's undercut right there on a nice defensive play right there by Ryan Simmons of Fairmont. Puck now comes over the far side half wall, chipped up and out. And watch out, here's a man on the break. This is Franklin. Franklin gets around one, fires a shot, scores! Luke Franklin lights the lamp, and with that, Fairmont will take a 2-1 lead. Franklin was sent on the break right there. He had a step on the defender, and he beats not only beats the defender, but then goes tweeners on the goaltender in Medley to make it now 2-1 in favor of the Huskies. Gavin Doe now will take the draw for Edison. Fairmont wins it, though, and the puck now comes in. Battling for it right now is Andrew Pham. Anthony Pham, excuse me. Battle ensues right now where it's picked up by number 58 and Harris Liu. Liu, though, stripped of the biscuit now and back now a home run pass intended momentarily for number 7. And well, I have no idea who that is. David's number 9. Nope, it's number 7. We'll have to find out who he is. That's Miles Amo right there. Found out. Kept in at the point. Sandstrom now moves it along the half wall. Sandstrom is second at opportunity. He's being pestered right there by number 17 in Connor Lee. Then sent right back down deep that time. And skating off was Gunnar Turner. Sent all the way down the ice for an icing call here with 4:03 left here in this first period. Still 2-1 in favor of Fairmont. Face-off will come 175 feet back down deep inside the zone of the Huskies. Taking the draw now will be number 77 in Shuski as he beats Miyazaki in the circle, but then it's turned over right there, and here's another opportunity right here for Eldarini. Eldarini now centers it across right there, intended right there for number 98 in Nate Lynn, and back down transition. Here is Castiglione. Boy, that's a tough one to say. Castiglione, excuse me, as the shot comes in. That one's swallowed up by the goaltender, and with 3:41 left here in this first period, still 2-1 in favor of Fairmont. Face-off taking place now to the right of the goaltender in Garuba. One back over to Miyazaki. Miyazaki sends it over to Johnson. Johnson has a shot tipped. He'll get the rebound, and it's blocked down. And here's another opportunity now for number 98 in Lynn. Lynn, though, met at the blue line, knocked over, and taking the biscuit right back on a big hit. Delivered on number 28, who I have no idea who that is. That's as the shot comes in, knocked down. And we're going to have a face-off deep inside the Edison zone. Or excuse me, the Fairmont zone, with Fairmont up by a score of 2-1. Not only have they up 2-1 on the goals, they lead Edison right now in the shot totals 9-7. The face-off will be taking place to the left of the goaltenders in Garuba. Edison wins it. They dig it out momentarily now from behind the net. Another opportunity for the Chargers. They're going to move back up to the point. Vaughn with the shot. Rebound. Save. Two saves right there by Garuba. Outstanding job right there. As the shots are now even at 9-9. Best sequence we've seen of the game so far. And it's turned over. Watch out. Here's another opportunity now for Edison. Breaking in now is Morton. He already has an assist. He'll get some help right there from Moniak. Centering pass. Nobody home, though. Pham now will pinch in. Shot just sent wide, and at that time occupied by Garuba. Take it over now by Morton. Morton sends it across the ice for Pham will drop down. Moves it back up. Pham now again. Give and go right there. Pham will take it, knocked out of the air momentarily, and finally knocked out of the zone. That went off Morton's tape momentarily. As the shot comes in, point blank, another point blank save. Two huge saves right there by the goaltender. In Medley, he stopped 9 of his last 12, or he stopped 9 of 11 in this period. And here, back in the break, here comes Paul, who's knocked off the biscuit. And the puck squirts over where it'll be picked up by number 19 and Anthony Pete. Puck comes all the way back in where the goaltender will play for Sandstrom. Sandstrom now will dump it down low, giving chase now behind the net one more time. It'll be Shuski. Shuski now plays with Brown. Brown now with the attack. Jack now fired. Tried to go top shelf where Mama keeps the cookie. Sends it high up over the net that time. Occupied by Garuba. Sent now rimmed around over to the far side. Brown will take it again. Brown still looking. Jack now. Stick handles. Nothing really fancy about it as he moves it back up. As soon as I say that, he makes a fancy pass. Brown again has it swiped off his tape right back onto the tape one more time to Castiglione. Actually, it's number 96 in Balbier. Drop down low behind the net where Fairmont will play it now. Behind the net now, it's taken away. Another opportunity for the Chargers. Brown looking. Tried to center, broke it up, and here's a man on the break. This time it's number 13 in Boulan. Boulan moves it up. This time intended for Connor Lee. Lee now will play it as he slides it back up to the point to Miyazaki. Miyazaki, who has an assist, will turn it over right there. And back now in transition with less than 40 seconds to play was Edison trying to come out of the fray. The puck hits the linesman skating and finally finds the tape of Jack Brown, who'll rim it down now with under 30 seconds left to play. Puck rimmed around over the far side now. Will be played by our mystery man, number 7. Centering pass right there. Nobody home, though, as Gavin Doe couldn't get the stick down. Under 20 seconds left to play. That's when Miyazaki has it momentarily knocked off his tape by our mystery man, number 7. And once again, another nice play down low, that time by Gunnar Turner. And Edison not relinquishing any type of real estate right here as the pass misses the intended target. And Fairmont's going to head into the second period, leading by a score of 2-1, as you've been watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League right here on CIH.
You'll get the edge when you do business with Pitt Printing Signs and Marketing Products in Santa Fe Springs. With products that vary from as small as a business card to as large as a roadside sign, Pitt Printing has the printing technology to get the job done for you. Make your brand more recognizable in any space, in any place with Pitt Printing in Santa Fe Springs. Mention the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League for 10% off your first purchase. Visit pip200.com. That's PIP200.com or call 562-921-5188 today.
Welcome back here to the second period here at Rink 3 as we get ready to start our second period with Fairmont. Rink 2, though. It's not Rink 3, right? Rink 2?
Rink 3.
Rink 3.
3.
We are in Rink 3. That's right, because we're facing, that makes sense. We are facing that way. This is the only rink that we face this way. Is now a shot comes in right off the point right there from number 27 in Moniak. And making the save once again is Garuba, who stopped 8 of 9 in his first period. Puck rimmed around over down to the near side. Played by number 23 in Gaska for a second. Shot comes in, another save by Garuba. Battle ensues down the near side corner. Join the fray, though. This time will be number 22 again in Geckler. He can't clear, though, as now trying to operate through momentarily was number 27 in Moniak right there. Battle ensues down low. Moniak centering pass, nobody home. Johnson now will activate for the Chargers. Oh, wire shot just sent wide the net that time. Occupied by the goaltender in Garuba. That one slips by everybody, and that's going to force Miyazaki to take it back in his own end. Calmly meandering through the forecheckers. Here's Miyazaki as we're back to 5-on-5 right now, and that's going to do it. Actually, we're going to have what are we going to have? I'm not sure.
Don't know.
They're going to send it all the way down, though, aren't they? Are we going to have another penalty? We
No,
got an interference call.
Interference call.
So that's going to put us back on a Perry's Place power play. Once again, want to remind everybody that it's time for a Perry's Place power play brought to you by Perry's Place Family Restaurants in Anaheim and Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram at _Perry's Place_. I want to thank Perry's Place for that, and he'll be sponsoring the whole power play as we get ready for the puck to drop, this time to the right of the goaltender in Garuba. Garuba doing pretty well right now, stopping 10 of 11 shots that he's faced. The faceoff is won once again. They get it back to Fan. Anthony now will look. He's the one with the lone goal right there as he is stripped of the biscuit and given chase now is Miyazaki of the Cole variety as it's now taken right back, and there's Fan in his own zone right there. Anthony now will get some help right there momentarily from Shusky. Shusky now will move it over to Brown, and here's Brown now on the attack. Leading the attack, I should say. Slides it over to Fon. Fon, though, had it swiped off momentarily by Boulin, but Fon still gets it right back behind the net now. Here's Anthony again. Leaves it back once again as they move it over to Sandstrom. Sandstrom receives it now from Brown. Another opportunity right there. Sandstrom now going to fire a shot that's deflected high up over the net. Brown managed to hold the point. They don't turn it over. Here's another opportunity right here for Elderini. Elderini now walking in. Fires a shot. Glove down. And actually might have gone off the glove and off the top of the glass right there. It was going wide, so I'm not going to give any type of save as that misses everything. I think that hopped over the tape that time of number 22 in Geckler for Fairmont. And the puck comes all the way back in the zone where Sandstrom will take possession for this Charger squad. Being pestered right there by number 98, Nate Lynn. Turned over right there. A nice steal right there by number 58 and Lou. Turned over and back, and here comes Morton now on the attack. Down the right wing. Centers a pass, shot, score! What a pass, and even a better deflection right there by Edison. You want to talk about a one-time deflection, give it credit to. That's going to go to number 2. We have no idea who he is or doing. That's Nate Johnson. My apologies. Johnson's going to get the goal. The assist will go, I believe, to number 27, Moniak. And just like that, we are tied right back up at 2. A beautiful goal right there. Nothing that the goaltender Garuba could have done about that.
And that was a Perry's Place power play goal.
As I would like to thank Perry's Place for their sponsorship. That Perry's Place power play goal scored once again by Nate Johnson.
Great breakfast burritos, Chuck.
Assisted by Landon Morton's going to get the assist. So Morton will get a second assist right there. And all of a sudden now we are tied at 2. And here's Morton looking for more. Morton, right shot. And that one is gloved down and knocked down by the goaltender in Garuba right there. Got to give this kid some credit. Right after giving up that goal, he comes right back and comes out to meet the goaltender on a wicked shot right there delivered by Morton. But credit to Garuba with the save, and he'll hold on tight here with 2:49 expired here in this second period. Knotted up at 2. Face off won momentarily by Fairmont, but then taken right back by Edison. This is Moniak now from behind the net. Moniak looking for an outlet, gets it back up to Miyazaki, winds up shot, tipped wide and out of play. So lose a puck and get a face-off here. With 3:03 now expired here in this second period. Face-off will probably take place to the right of Garuba one more time, as we're going to have a fresh 2-3 coming up out for Edison. Defenseman Miyazaki and Johnson will stay. Mo will flank now number 97, Gavin Doe, on the right. And Doe will have Gunnar Turner to his left. Doe wins it. Backhander shot. Kicked aside right there by the goaltender. And a big hit being delivered by Fairmont. Watch out. And there's a tackle right there. And we're going to have a penalty. As now not taking exception to it is a Mo. As he now battles.
Great tackle on the 50-yard line there. There's one penalty.
Number 22 in Layden Geckler.
And that may be the only one. Edison doesn't appear to have any guilty parties.
A hold right there. That's going to be the only
holding?
Wow.
I like holding. You throw them down to the ice. It's holding. Good.
And that's it?
I think that's it.
Wow. That's interesting. Huh. Because we saw a full reversal on
it's like a
taken by the Edison player, and you have this guy being called for that? Wow. Okay.
Is it a 2 and a 10?
No.
Okay.
So Edison's going to find himself somehow on the power play right here.
Yeah. Of course, you know what this means, Chuck.
It's a Perry's Place power play. That's, again, want to remind you guys, for the best breakfast burritos in town. Visit Perry's Place, who's bringing you this Perry's Place power play. Family restaurants in Anaheim and Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at _Perry's Place _ As we get ready for the puck to drop, this one is going to be taken by number 22, Morton, who has a couple, or who I thought he had assist. He doesn't have assist yet. Miyazaki now will take it, slides it over one more time to Johnson. Johnson now walks up, has it sliced off his tape. Johnson with one of the 2 goals so far. Puck now bounds behind the net. Another battle ensues. Taken right back. Centering pass right in front, right below the wickets that time of Amo. Miyazaki will take it.
The net's off the magnet, maybe?
And that was Amo. That was Johnson right there. Someone sneeze?
Someone sneeze. I think the net was off the magnet. I saw the ref pointing at it.
I just saw him moving it, so yeah, it was. As we get ready with 25 seconds into this Perry's Place power play, the faceoff will take place to the left of the goaltender in Garuba. Landon Martin will take the draw. He'll be flagged by Paul to his right, who will drop it down low. And then Moniak to his left. Paul now activates from the half wall. Moniak will take it, move it back up to the point to Johnson. Johnson slides it over to Miyazaki again. Miyazaki stops on a dime, looking for an outlet. Cole now will drop it down low once again. Oh, and a big hit that time, an elbow right there, delivered up high.
That was an elbow.
Delivered by Landon Morton right there. My goodness.
I think that's the textbook definition of elbowing in my book.
And that was an interference call. I'm going to keep my mouth shut right there. Shot comes in, knocked down. Here's Moniak's second opportunity. Saved that time by the goaltender. Another shot lifted high up over the net that time by the on-rushing number 88 in Kane Paul. Face-off taking place this time to the right of the goaltender in Garuba. He's been pretty good. So far he's faced 14 shots, stopping 12 of them. Still 47 seconds left on the minor, garnered by Leighton Geckler. Looks like Shusky's going to take the draw. He'll be opposed by Connor Lee of the Huskies.
That's not going to work when the Ducks are starting their training camp next week. Those nets are not in properly. Wait till the big boys start running into them.
This is all practice until then, right?
Pretty much.
Face-off will take place to the right now of the goaltender in Garuba. Shusky taking the draw. He wins it. They slide it back over to Fan. Anthony, though, can't handle it as the puck bounces up over, and he's being pestered by Lynn right now. Fan will just slide it over to Shusky. Ian now with a step, a little pep in his step. It's actually Ivan, not Ian. Centering pass across. Nobody home, though, for Edison as they float a pass right up to Lynn again. Lynn, though, met right there at the blue line as the puck slides right back over to number 55 in Sandstrom. Lynn doing the pestering of what he's good at, and here's Sandstrom now on the back end. Going to defeat, actually hits Brown in stride right there. Jack Brown, though, on the second end of a hit right there, and it's cleared down the ice once again by Fairmont. And they're going to get a penalty right here. They're going to call an elbow.
Now they're going to call that an elbowing call, huh?
Boy, they let a lot of stuff go, and all of a sudden, bam, right here. And then send to the head to the sin bin now. It's got to be Xander or Resendez right there for 2 minutes. So it's going to be a quick 5-on-3 for the next 7 seconds right here for this Edison squad. Seems like this game's almost an hour old. We're not even halfway through yet. Maybe it's not an hour. Maybe it's about 45 minutes. I forgot we started late. Edison now taking the draw. Deep in the Husky zone. Taking the draw now looks like it's going to be number 22, Ian Landon Morton. Morton will take the draw. Puts a shot on goal, stick the side right there by the goaltender who got the paddle down. Clearing attempts kept in by Misaki, and that's going to do it for the 2-minute portion as Misaki is just leveled by Geckler, allowing Miyazaki now to take it. On the other end, this is Cole now. He'll move it back, and a smart play by Miyazaki right there, the Cole variety. That's taken away. Watch out, man walking in. Shot comes in and scored! That time on a diving goal by number 11, Hayden Miyazaki. He goes up over the shoulder right there of the goaltender, Garuba. And all of a sudden, it is now 3-2 courtesy of a power play goal scored by number 11 in Hayden Misaki.
Oh, I wish we had replay. That would have been a beautiful one to watch again.
Misaki right there with the goal. It's his third of the season, 3rd point overall. And with that goal, more importantly, that power play goal, Perry's Place power play goal, it will make it now 3-2 in favor of the Chargers of Edison.
And their first lead of the evening.
Here comes Edison looking for more, but taken away by Fairmont and chipped right in once again by Anderson Bernard. Battle ensues along the boards right there as Mo now will play it. Second opportunity, he just clears it on the backhand where it'll be now garnered by number 16 and Ryan Simmons. Simmons slides it over his defensive partner in number 23, Jacob Gaska. Gaska, though, will lose possession. Here comes Miles Mo one more time. Mo now driving down low, but it's a no-go for Mo. Dropped down deep, rimmed around over to the far side that time by Simmons. Knocked aside. Second opportunity. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and that's exactly what Simmons does. And the puck finds its way back inside the zone of Edison. Chip back up now. Once again, here's an opportunity that was a little late to the party as Gavin Doe. He's undercut momentarily by Resendez, the duo of Resendez and Geckler. Rimmed around over and back down. Another opportunity. Bernard just misses that attempt. I thought the goaltender was going to play it in a medley, but cooler heads will prevail. And with 6:40 expired here in this second period, Edison clinging to a 3-2 lead. Face off 175 feet back in the Chargers zone where I have the Chargers out shooting. You're darn tootin', they're out shooting the pretty funny. The Huskies 7-0 this period. They've scored 2 goals. Face off 1. And picked up now by Edison. Then a man is knocked off the biscuit, number 96. That was Wyatt Balbier. Dropped down low again. Balbier now will take it one more time. Going to take a hit that time. Might be from Gaska right there. Or actually, it's number 22, excuse me. That's Geckler. 5-man scrum ensues. Jack Brown will enter the fray. Rim down low again. Somehow handling in a phone booth. Brown gets it back up to Miyazaki. Miyazaki now wires a shot, just sent wide and at that time on Hayden's opportunity. Everybody misses it. Held in at the point right there once again. Now another opportunity. Man from behind the net this time. This is Shusky. Shusky got it over momentarily to Balbier. Balbier took an elbow right in the chin right there, and I believe that's what the call is going to be. And heading straight to the sin bin will be number 22 and Layden Geckler. Yeah, he just exited there there, too.
Did. The seat is still warm.
A big opportunity right here for Edison. We're not even halfway through yet. This has been a kind of a very choppy game. Don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of play. They're going to call roughing on that. That's it.
Of course, we all know what this means.
That means it's time for a Perry's Place power play. That's right, Doug. Once again, it's time for a Perry's Place power play brought to you by Perry's Place Family Restaurants in Anaheim and Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram at _Perry's Place _. Face off 1 by Fairmont on this Perry's Place power play. Here's Lim now bringing it up. He is accompanied by Elderini right here. There's an opportunity right in front, and it's knocked aside by the defense on the back check right there of the Chargers. Moving down the left wing now once again and driving through. This is number 27 in Moniak. Moniak, who does have an assist tonight. They move it over to Johnson. Johnson with the goal. Slides it over to the far side. Over to Miyazaki, wires a shot, and I think that's friendly fire right there, as that might have hit the back end of Moniak right there. Good job by the ref of letting the play. They're going to call it off now. I was going to say he got the net, tried to get the net back on the Magnets, and he wasn't going to interrupt play, but unfortunately he couldn't.
Something with that net.
Yep. You got to get somebody some sneeze control over there.
Surprised they haven't hit the goalie's water bottle up for some water and freeze it up or something.
Face-off taking place now to the left of the goaltender in Garuba. Landon Martin will take the draw. He wins it. Back over to Kane Paul as it's now rimmed around over the far side. Martin giving chase, but he's undercut momentarily by number 16 and Ryan Simmons. Simmons had a real strong game tonight as the puck now squirts back up to Miyazaki. Slides it over to Johnson. Johnson fires a shot. That one swallowed up by the goaltender. In Garuba one more time. Shots right now 8-0 this period in favor of of Edison. We're just past the halfway point too. Still 3-2 in favor of the Chargers. Shusky will take the draw. Puck squirts out to Anthony Fan. Fan now stops on the dime, waits, peels off, moves it over to the far side to Sandstrom. Sandstrom still looking, and going to drop it down low. They slide it over this time once again to Mo. Shot comes in, save, rebound, and another save right there. And bodies go flying all around, but nonetheless, credit the save right there to Garuba. With exactly 9 minutes expired here in this second period, still 3-2 in favor of Edison. Edison's still on the power play? Didn't that happen a half hour ago? Wow.
I think it was yesterday.
No.
There's Jason McKelvey, the scorekeeper tonight, and playing some great tunes for hockey bumpers.
Yep. Face-off one, I guess you could say, by the Chargers. So they move it back up to the point. Slide it over to Shusky. Shusky will turn it over right there to the on-rushing now. Bring it out. Will be number 23 in Gaska. Gaska now forced down the left wing. And then sealed off right there by Pham. Pham now will leave the biscuit back for his defensive partner in Sandstrom. Sandstrom will pick up the biscuit, survey the situation. Still at 15 seconds, maybe get time for one last rush for these Chargers. Here comes Sandstrom down the right wing. Avoids one. He's going to walk in one-on-one with the goal. He sends it across. Nobody home, though, for the white base, green and gold. Centering across one more time. Over to Schuster. Shot comes in, and that one is knocked aside by the defense. And back now in transition one more time. Here comes Anderson Bernard. Bernie now brings it up. Centers a pass right across. Shot comes in and knocked down. Another shot, and that one swallowed up two. Two big saves right there by Medley. His first two saves of the period, and with 7:07 left, he keeps us still at a 3-2 lead for the Chargers of Edison. Good opportunity right there. Talk about laying in wait right there. That's exactly what the forecheck of Fairmont did. After all these power plays, they were ready to attack. And they had probably their best of the period right there, actually, when they garnered their first two shots. But they were both denied by the goaltender in Medley here. With 427 seconds left here in this second period, still 3-2 in favor of Edison. Fairmont wins the draw as they get it back this time. And it's taken away, though, momentarily. Shot comes in, denied that time by the goaltender in Garuba. The steal right there as the puck squirts right back over to Nate Johnson. Johnson now will send it right there, but he'll play catch with number 13 and Daniel Boondlid. As they move it up again, Resendez now spun around, much to the dismay of Fairmont. No call. We're finally going to get a call. We are. It's going to be an interference call, and that's going to go against. And that was a Miyazaki right there. He's going to find himself down for 2 minutes right there. Big opportunity coming up right now for the Huskies. There we go. They trail by a score of 3-2, but here they come on the power play. The Perry's Place power play.
There you go.
Once again, want to remind you that it's time for a Perry's Place power play brought to you by Perry's Place Family Restaurants in Anaheim and Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram at _Perry's Place _. We get ready for the face-off. The draw to the left of the goaltender in Garuba. Face-off one back to the point. To watch out, it's almost taken away, and it finally is. Here now on the attack is Ammoniak again. He has an assist tonight, and they're going to call offsides. He actually has 2 assists. As we're going to have a face-off outside the zone right there. You have Resendez appealing to the linesman right there, asking him where was the call on that. is taking the draw now. Will be number 92 in Cole Miyazaki. He'll be opposed by Moniak. Moniak wins it, but shoves it right up to Nate Lynn. Lynn now will operate from behind his net, garner some speed down the left wing. He's going to avoid a poke check right there as he moves the puck up to Miyazaki of the Hayden variety. The Cole variety, excuse me. Moved over to the far side. Miyazaki will take it. Gets it up to Lynn. Lynn now from the far side half wall. Drops it down low. Centering pass right up to the point that time. Bernard now will take it. Moves it back up to Bullen. Bullen going to wire a shot. Tipped in. Just sent wide the net that time. Occupied by Medley. Battle ensues down low. Here's another opportunity for Bernard. Bernard tries to center it behind the net. Intercepted by Johnson. And he'll clear it down the ice here. With about a minute left to go now here on this Perry's Place power play. One shot so far. Actually, no shots actually by this Fairmont power play. Here's Lindo on the attack. And he gets knocked off the biscuit pretty easy. Knocked over to the far side corner by Gott. Actually up the half wall now. Moved over to Bouland again. Bouland sends it across and broken up momentarily by Sandstrom. Taking it right back one more time comes Resendez. Centering pass right in front and intercepted, actually knocked down by friendly fire by Hudson Gott. Gott now will take it. Slides it back over. Is getting knocked around. It was number 7 in Bernard. And we're going to lose the puck, but gain a, is that a goal?
Nope, that's another penalty, Chuck.
Oh, is it? Okay. And this is going to go against number 82. That's going to be Anthony Fan right there. And here's another 2-on-1, or 5-on-3 actually, as we continue our Perry's Place power play. This time one garnered by Anthony Fan. That's his third penalty, I think, too.
Fairmont scored a goal already tonight on a 5-on-3.
And here they have another opportunity right here. They're 1 for 2 on the 5-on-3 right now in the Perry's Place 5-on-3. As Piet now is going to take the draw. They win it over to Gott. Gott now slides it over across. Back up to Gaska. Gaska was in the shooter's prone position. They move it back up to Gaska again. Gaska got a wire shot that time, and that the goaltender never saw it, but Gott was blocking out the sun in front. Another opportunity again, slid over. Shot comes in, saved that time by the goaltender in Medley. Got back in, now we're 5-on-4. Now another shot comes in, swallowed up that time by the goaltender. Shot, save again. Sent all the way down the ice now here. A little less than 4:30 left, and we are now about 83 seconds left on the man advantage right there. It's almost turned over momentarily as Miyazaki of the Hayden variety knocks it behind the net. This time it's played by number 58 in Harris Lou. Turnover, watch there. Miyazaki fires a shot, and that goes off the shoulder right there. A golden opportunity right there for the Chargers. But credit a big save right there by Garuba. Back now on the attack one more time. Here's Hudson Gott. Gott now tries to move it in. Broken up momentarily by Edison. Another shot from the point by Gaska. That one's knocked down and pitchforked out once again here with under 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Under 3:45 left here in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Edison as Sandstrom will touch up on the icing call here with 34 seconds remaining on the penalty to Anthony Fan. Edison with a great penalty kill right here. They lead this game by a score of 3-2. Sean Taylor is number 6, so I got that now too. Face-off won by Fairmont behind the net. Here's Lynn now, we'll take it. Nate now ups it. Slides it over. Another opportunity right there. Centering pass, nobody home. Another opportunity taken now by number 7 in Bernard. Miyazaki with a golden opportunity right there. Here's Lynn again. Fires a shot blocked down. That puck's going to be swallowed up by the goaltender, even though it was going wide. The goaltender Medley here. And we're with 2 seconds left here on this man advantage. Still 3-2 in favor of Edison. Shots right now this period favor Edison by a 11-4 margin overall. They are up by a shot total of 20 to 15. As the faceoff's won and sent all the way down the ice by Edison. That's going to do it for the power play, the Perry's Place power play, which is over now as we're under 3 minutes left to play here now in this second period. Edison with 2 goals this period. That's the difference. They lead by a score of 3-2 as Zhao now moves it up. Got to give credit to actually Luke Franklin right there. Shot comes in. That one swallowed up by the goaltender in Medley, and he'll hold on tight here with 2:42 left here in the second period. Still 3-2 in favor of the Chargers from Edison. Want to remind you, this is our first of 2 tonight. We have another Fairmont game coming up right after this as well. So I want to remind you, stick around. The faceoff will take place now to the left of the goaltender.
Basically another Fairmont game against Huntington Beach, except this will be Beach Cities. Fairmont versus Huntington Beach tonight.
I get you. Here comes Edison looking for some more as they fire a shot or a pass up, which is deflected right there. A nice play right there by Connor Lee. Knocked right back in the zone. All of a sudden, exiting the zone has become an issue right now for the Chargers. As soon as I say that, Miyazaki enters the zone momentarily, gets around one, fires a shot, and that one sent wide of the net that time, occupied by Garuba. Rimmed around now with 168 seconds left now. Another opportunity right there. Gavin Doe fighting his way through. He'll get some help right there from number 14 and Gunnar Turner. Cleared out of the zone and back now. Icing will be the call with 112 seconds left here in this second period. Still 3-2 in favor of Edison. A penalty-filled second period. We've had a lot of penalties, a lot of power plays, but very few goals. The amount of power plays we've had. Perry's Place power plays, that is, as well. Face-off taking place now to the left of Garuba. 3-2 in favor of Edison. Fairmont Green in their opening game, I should say, this season. At least in the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. Don't forget, last week they were in the Chicago Super Steel Tournament, which they took home first place. This one now rimmed around the net, and watch out, we're going to have some jousting up front right there between number 96 in Wyatt Balbier and number 4. Is that Brady Moran? Yep. I think the first time we called Brady's name. There's a puck now moved along the wall that time, intended for Balbier. Rimmed around now, where it will play by Anthony Pham. Pham now will move it up top, but it's intercepted momentarily by Bulin and then taken right back by Edison. Drop back down deep in under a minute left to play. The goaltender in Garuba. They get it right up to Lou. Here comes Lou right down Broadway. They had a poke checked off his tape as he moves over to the far side half wall. Intercepted though, and back now on the attack. Here comes Edison. This is Kane Paul walking down. Paul waits, lifts it high up over the net that time. Might have bounded off the crossbar, but that's about it. Taken right back from the corner now by Fairmont. They slide it right back over now to Ilderini. That one pushed out momentarily. I thought it was going to be pushed out, but nope. Shot comes in, saved that time by the goaltender in Medley. Here comes Edison on the attack. Paul walks in, fires a shot, and stop, rebound, and unable to dig it out. Now turnover again. Another opportunity, shot, save again, and finally attacking Moniak is the Husky back two. And 2 big saves right there by Garuba. He stopped 11 of 13 here in this second period. He's faced 22, stopping 19 overall. With 10.4 seconds left here in this second period. Been a good game. Great goaltending. Face-off taking place to the right now of Garuba. Resendez will take the draw. He'll be opposed, I thought, by Kane Paul.
Edison coach taking exception to something.
That's Tyler Wilkerson. Paul wins it, and covering up will be the goaltender in Garuba one more time. So dry, rinse, and repeat from the left side again. I think we're going to be in for a good third period, to tell you the truth. Paul will take the draw. 8.6 seconds left. Boy, you're telling me that play took only less than 2 seconds? I don't think so. But okay.
And the referee's having a conversation in the corner. Since the snack bar is off limits to us tonight, they're probably trying to figure out where they get dinner.
Yep. Face-off taking place to the right. Taken away, and watch out. Here's an opportunity as they lift it up. That's 3 seconds. Oh, and it's knocked down by Johnson. That would have been pretty close, to tell you the truth. And then Resendez downs his man in Johnson. And we'll head into the second period, or the third period. Edison with 2 goals here in the second. They overtake Fairmont by a score of 3-2 as you've been watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League right here on CIH.
You'll get the edge when you do business with Pip Printing Signs and Marketing Products in Santa Fe Springs. With products that vary from as small as a business card to as large as a roadside sign, Pip Printing has the printing technology to get the job done for you. Make your brand more recognizable in any space, in any place with Pip Printing in Santa Fe Springs. Mention the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League for 10% off your first purchase. Visit pip200.com. That's PIP200.com or call 562-921-5188 today.
And ladies and gentlemen, with the third period call, here is Chuck Lasik.
Thank you, Mr. Peacock. As we get ready to start the third period, the shot totals overall, we have a 17-23 margin right there for Edison as they now come on, looking on the attack right away. Man walking in, shot saved that time by the goaltender off the tape right there of the onrushing Andrew Moniak right there. Credit a save right there by Garuba one more time. And the faceoff will take place to his left here. Just 10 seconds into this third period.
Now that goal's coming off.
Yep. Oh, boy. Here we go.
That's why the whistle.
Nobody's safe.
It's going to be fun next week at rookie camp, or at the training camp, excuse me.
Through that.
For the Ducks. The goals keep coming off.
Landon Morton taking the draw. Won by Fairmont. It's rimmed around now. Played by big number 58, Harris Liu. He'll send it all the way down and misses Elder Riney. Once again, the puck will come 175 feet the other way. Moving west from our vantage point.
We need a cough dump button, too.
Yep, no kidding. First time I've coughed.
Replay, cough dump button.
Yep.
Work on that, would you?
Will do.
You're in the hierarchy.
I just had to sit there and tell them, I don't want to go Hawaii. I want to go back to. I'm just kidding. We got to find some stuff at NAB. Shot actually face-off takes up, won that time by Fairmont, moved in, and then sent right back out of the zone. Here now on the attack, once again, is Miyazaki. He's tried to center it over to number 6, and Luke Franklin right there. Franklin with one of the 2 goals. Here now is Lou. taken away, though. Another opportunity right here for Jack Brown. Brown now just bangs it along the boards, rims it down low. Played right over to Shusky one more time. Ivan now takes the biscuit. Back up to the point. Another opportunity. Puck down, drop down low to Shusky again. Shusky behind the net will battle, and he'll lose that to Miyazaki of the Cole variety. Miyazaki now moves it right up front to Eldorini. Eldorini now puts it on the tape of Lou, but Lou then undercut right there on a nice defensive play right there by Nate Johnson. Puck cleared up and out finally by number 17 and Jack Brown. Taking right back, and here's Eldorini again. Send a backhander right there, making the save and holding on tight will be the goaltender in Medley. And with $1:24 expired here in this third period, Edison clinging to a 3-2 advantage. Face-off taking place now to the right of the goaltender in Medley. Brought out this time, and here's a man on the attack. Sent in by number 28. Up to the point. Here's Miyazaki now taking it. He'll wire his shot, blocked down low. Puck goes off Gavin Doe's tape, dropped down low again. Stevenson now centered fast, nobody home though. Actually, though, picking it up though momentarily will be number 7. In the Miles of Mo. Up, somebody lost it. Oh, I just heard that groan. There's $225 down the drain right there.
Are you kidding? It's over 300 now.
Oh, 300?
Need to go stick shopping.
Yep. We're going to have a penalty right there, and that might be going against, I want to see, I think, Anthony Piet. Nope. This one going to go
17.
17. That's going to go against Jack Brown right there.
No, it's for Fairmont, it's Lee.
Oh, excuse me. So that's going to be Connor Lee heading to the send bin. I believe the interference call going to be made. Tripping. Connor Lee tripping. That penalty coming at the 2:06 mark.
And, of course,
we're back on, once again, a Perry's Place power play. That's right. Time for Perry's Place power play, brought to you by Perry's Place Family Restaurants in Anaheim, Placentia. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram at _Perry's Place _. Face off one back on this Perry's Place power play by Edison. They'll slide it over to Miyazaki. Hayden now centers a pass. Nobody home, though. Trying to battle for it. It's moved up, but Johnson will hold the point. He'll drop it down low again. Tries to send it across, knocked aside, down low again. Another opportunity right there. Mark with the shot, blocked down. Centering pass right in front, unable to pull the trigger. Another shot save right there off the tape of number 27, Moniak. And two big saves right there by the goaltender, Garuba. Keeps this still at a 1-goal disadvantage right here for Fairmont. Face-off taking place to the left of the goaltender, Garuba, who's faced 25 shots, stopping 22 of them for an .880 save percentage. Taking the draw is Morton. He'll win it back. They slide it back all the way over once again to Johnson. Johnson drops it over to Miyazaki. Miyazaki now will activate from the left point. Now stuck in the corner. Miyazaki gets out of it. Back up to the left point again to Morton. Slides it over to Johnson. Miyazaki occupying the left point again. Shot comes in. That one gloved down and then being shoved over the goaltender on the cross check by Brady Moran. This is the assistant captain, number 27, in Andrew Moniak, who has a couple assists tonight. Face-off taking place to the right or left of the goaltender in Garuba. Roman, as I mentioned before, doing really well, keeping his squad in this game. He's made a couple outstanding saves as this one's kept in at the point. Dropped down low. What a save right there by Sandstrom as he drops it and keeps this play alive right there for Wyatt Balbier. Watch out now. Here comes Fairmont on the attack. Lynn along with number 5 in Eldorini. Behind the net now is taken once again back by Edison here. With plenty of time left on the attack. Sandstrom now will reverse course and come up the near side. Floats a pass momentarily out of the reach that time of Bernard. Excuse me, that's Miles Amo. Once again now played behind the net. Here's Anthony Fan. Fan with the goal tonight. will race down the right wing, sends a pass just out of the reach of outstretched reach of a Mo. That's going to warrant. Nope, they're going to wave off the icing right there. Rim down the corner, kept in at the point. Another opportunity now as Fan now will activate. Leaves back over once again to Balbier. Balbier sends it across the Sandstrom wires. A shot. That one swallowed up by the goaltender in Garuba, who makes his fourth save of the period. And with 13:02 left here in this third period, he keeps his squad within a goal as they trail by a score of 3-2. Got 9 seconds left on this Perry's Place power play. Edison will send out. Gavin Doe. Puck knocked down. Here's Sanderson now will play it. Back up to the point. Johnson now pinching in from the right wing. The right point, I should say. Shot comes in, denied by the goaltender. Kept in the corner. Here's another opportunity, trying to clear it. Here's the Huskies. Fairmont managed to get it back out to center ice. Waiting for a second now, and they're going to call it offsides. As a little hot to the party that time was Miyazaki of the cold variety. And with 12:39, we're back to 5-on-5. Edison really dictating the point of play right now. They lead by a score of 3-2. Gavin Doe will take the draw. He'll be flanked out by Jack Brown to the left. And that's not Sanderson. I got to get that name. That's a B in the name right there. Let's see if I can find that. Bensbo, we'll call it. Another opportunity now behind the net. Doe now will play it as he battles and will lose the opportunity that time to number 92 in Miyazaki of the cold variety. Brought up now. Here's an opportunity for Bernard. Bernard enters the zone with Lou. Shot deflected on a nice defensive play once again by Edison. And back on the attack one more time. And that was Fan right there. Another opportunity. That one's blocked down. Taken away, though, momentarily, then taken right back. Here's Lou on the attack. And then what a nice poke check. And then a body check right there by Miyazaki. Hayden with a nice defensive play, and here's Miyazaki leading the rush now. 3-on-2 now if they hurry. Nice move, I thought, momentarily, and then taken away right there on the Moniak play. Moniak now back with the biscuit. Moniak now fighting through a check. Tries to wrap around shot, saved that time by the goaltender in Garuba. Back now on the other way. Here comes Bernard. Bernard 1-on-3, and he's tired, and he's just going to feather a pass in there, allowing Edison another crack. This is Paul now. Misses its mark in Moniak, and that's going to warrant an icing call here. With 11:03 left here in this third period, Edison on top by a score of 3-2. As you've been watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League right here on CIH. Face-off taking place now to the right of the goaltender Medley, who's faced 18 shots, stopping 16 of them. Bernard will take the draw. Resendez now actually will take the draw. Bernard are right behind him. Gott now, actually moving Gott now will take the draw. And Gott wins it. They try to kick it back over to Bernard. They slide it over to Gasca now. Gasca now firing a shot through the mass of humanity and it bounded off several skates. Now taken behind the net by Gott. Shot comes in. That one swallowed up by the goaltender in Medley, who makes his second save of the period. Overall, his 17th. With 10:50 left here in this third period. Face-off taking place now to the right of the goaltender, Connor Medley, who's only had to make a couple tough saves. He's been solid. Face-off, turnaround shot, sent wide of the net. Occupied by Medley. Puck bounds in the corner now. Back up to the point. I thought to Gasca, but intercepted right there by Paul. And here's Paul down the left wing. Paul now dances around one. Can't get around the second one. And then DL gets some help right there. And a nice play on the support right there for number 27 in Moniak. Taken right back. And here's Resendez now on the attack for Fairmont. He'll wire a shot. Centers across. Nobody home, though, for the green and black. Played along the far side and cleared out of the zone. But right there to play it is Lou one more time. Nate now is hooked down. No call right now. Knocked down again. Lou now, actually Resendez now. Good job of stick work with Gott right there. Centering pass broken up, though, at the moment of truth by number 55 in Sandstrom. Another opportunity right here. This is Elder Riney again. He's met behind the net. He'll get some support this time, though, from Bernard. Knocked aside and back down on the attack once again. Here's Moniak with a couple assists so far. Moniak moving on, delivers a hit as he forgot the biscuit. As it's now back up now to Lou. Lou leaves it back now once again. Another opportunity for Cole Miyazaki. Miyazaki, though, knocked off. Lou right there again. To turnaround shot by Elder Riney. Shot saved. Another shot, friendly fire that time. And puck moves up and not out. Turnaround shot by Elder Riney. Blocked down. Another shot. Point blank save that time by the goaltender in Medley. Cleared up and out of the zone as given chase now will be number 13 and Bouland. Bouland slides it over to the near side. Intercepted, though. Here's Miyazaki of the Hayden variety. Cleared out of the zone momentarily, or Miyazaki will take it. He'll slide it across over to Anthony Pham. Pham now will enter the zone, and it's taken right back by the Huskies of Fairmont. 25 seconds from being halfway over in this third period. Knocked aside momentarily was a Miles that gets it up momentarily over to Shusky. And the puck now squirts itself all the way back to Miyazaki, who can't handle it. Almost taken over. And here now in the attack was Fairmont, but a good recovery right there by the back check of Edison. Back down the attack. Shusky just a little late to the party as Fairmont takes control of it one more time. Behind the net now. This is number 8 in Jianglin Zhao right there. Dropped in deep as Miyazaki will play it. He'll slide it over. It's turned over, though, right there. And once again, playing it now will be Anthony Pete. Pete now enters the zone. Tony now sends it across. Oh, he had a man sitting on the far side corner on the doorstep right there in Connor Lee. Broken up, though, nicely by the Chargers. They'll clear it down the ice. That's a smart clear by the Chargers. Oh, no, they're going to wave it off. That's going to allow them to change out a fresh 5 right there. Or at least a fresh 3. Puck knocked up, and it's sent all the way down the ice. And is that going to have enough? Nope, won't have enough mustard for the icing. And Sandstrom now will take possession for the Chargers. He'll move down the right side as he stops on a dime, floats it up, and hits his man in stride in Miles of Mo. Mo couldn't handle it. It's taken right back by his counterpart wearing number 7 in Bernard. Bernard now down the left wing, centers a pass right through, and a nice breakup right there on the back check by Nate Johnson. We're going to have a penalty, I think? Is that what they're going to have? The net was knocked off its mooring?
The net was off the magnets again.
So it's 7:26 left here in this third period. Fairmont trails by a score of 3-2, as we'll have a face-off taking place to the left of the goaltender Connor Medley. Medley wins the draw momentarily. The puck now bounds in the near side half wall, and then it's taken away and back over to Svenboso, or Gunnar Svensbo. Say that fast 3 times. As now it moves around over to Bernard. Bernard moves it up now. Another opportunity right here. Here's Gott now fires a shot that's deflected high up over the net that time. Now whacked on the far side. Puck stays in. They get it to the point. This is Moran now. Fires a shot. Gloved down, or actually knocked down by the Mass Humanity in front. Second opportunity brought up. Pass floats up and sent down. Gavin Doe now with an opportunity. His shot's blocked as he was intended for Svensbo again. Svensbo now moves it up to the point where Fan will take it. He'll drop it in the near side corner now where Gavin Doe will play. Centering pass broken up, though, nicely by number 4 and Brady Moran. Puck now rimmed over to the far side. Fan now will activate from the point. Knocked aside, watch out. Here's an opportunity right here for number 7 and Bernard. Bernard racing down, 2-on-2 developing. Bernard centers a pass right there. And what a diving play right there by Svensbo right there to break that one up. Shot knocked down by the goaltender in Medley. Shot 6-5 in favor of Edison this period. Back and forth we're going right now. This is Svensbo on a great defensive play. Now we'll just backhand that one in. He'll race off after a productive shift right there. Tells his goaltender, thank you, as Liam now will take it in the zone. or Lynn will take it in the zone. Lynn, though, tied up now with the other Miyazaki. Miyazaki of the cold variety now drops it down low, but then they are met by Hayden Miyazaki. The family reunion right there in the corner for the Miyazakis as they bring it up now, and back now on the attack. Here is Paul. Kane now will bring it in, tries to center it, and hits the back of the net right there. Puck now activates in the near side corner. Garnering up momentarily, I thought was going to be number 27, the assistant captain, Moniak, but it's knocked back out where it's played by Hayden Miyazaki one more time. Miyazaki now will move over to the far side, then come across over to the near side. Miyazaki now floats a pass right over, tried to hit Moniak, and somehow maintaining possession. Moniak will drop it in deep, and he'll peel off for a change. Taken right back by Moniak's, actually by Jacob Gaska right there. Miyazaki now will take it, or actually it floats past Miyazaki. Sandstrom now will play it over to Brown. Jack now moves it up, and then it's taken right back, and then Jack seals off Resendez right there at the point. Resendez is going to have to get the number of the bus that hit him right there as the puck bounds along on the near side. Along the half wall, still fighting his way through is Resendez. He has a goal today. It seemed like almost years ago now, as Sound brought it back up. Bringing it up through the myriad of people is Sandstrom. He'll send it wide, and at that time occupied by Garuba here with under 4:20 left. Backhanded up to center ice, played by Sandstrom. One more time, he'll slide it over to Johnson. Nate now with the goal this game. He'll send it back in. I believe we're going to lose a puck, though, so we'll lose a puck to get a face-off here with 247 seconds left here in this third period. Edison leads Fairmont by a score of 3-2. Taking the draw now will be number 77, Shusky. He wins it as Balbier now knocks his man down. Puck sent right back down deep inside the zone of the Huskies. They'll play it and move it right back out to Lee. Connor now will pitchfork it back into the Edison zone, and there's another home run pass intended for the Chargers. That one intended for Brown, but he is undercut that time by Ryan Simmons. Simmons now moves it forward as they get it over to Lou. Here comes Harris now. Down the right wing, also shot comes in, just sent wide the net that time on a wicked twisted wrister right there by Anthony Pete. Back now, here's Brown again. Brown now will stop and wait for his compatriots to change as they will now come join the fray. Good job by Jack Brown, killing off some valuable time. And realized he didn't have a shot right there. That's just a smart upperclassman play right there. Veteran play, you should say. We've seen Brown in there. What a smart player right there. Just an absolutely smart job by Jack Brown. And then as soon as I say that, it's undercut once again on a nice defensive play. Once again, here is Morton now. Morton sends it back over to Paul. Paul behind the net, still looking for an outlet. Paul behind is sealed off momentarily. Backhand shot, backhander right there. Shot, save, rebound, comes up to Paul now again. Behind the net, draped by a couple of bodies right there. Paul now again, still looking. Centering pass right front, shot, score! That time it is Landon Morton with the goal, assisted by Kane Paul. And all of a sudden now Edison finds itself on top by a score of 4-2. That could have been the dagger right there. As once again, credits number 22, Landon Morton with the goal. So it looks like it's his second of the season. More importantly, though, it will give Edison a 4-2 lead right there as things starting to look a little more dire for this Fairmont squad here with about 161 seconds left to play here in this third period. And then just on cue, send it all the way down the ice will be Landon Morton. Chargers now a little extra pep in their step now as the clock continues to wind under 150 seconds, which is 2.5 minutes to the layman. Puck bounds over to the far side. Now played up and garnered now by Nate Lynn. Lynn hits his man. We're going to have a tripping call right here. And here's Lynn now on the attack. 1-on-4. Here's Lynn continuing to move his feet. He's sealed off. It's going to be touched up right there by Fan. And let's see if they're going to pull the goaltender. We might have a 6-on-4 here with Fairmont trailing Edison by a score of 4-2.
They might call it kneeing. Let's see.
Yep. Oh, trip.
Nope, this is plain old trip.
So Fairmont will pull its goaltender. So we'll have a 6-on-4. Boy, I got to start coaching pretty soon. As Miyazaki will take the draw of the Cole variety for Fairmont. He'll be opposed, I believe, by number 77, which is Shusky.
So the net is empty.
Yep, 6-on-4 right now as they get it back over. Here's an opportunity right there for Boulin. Fires a shot, blocked down by the man standing in front, over to Lynn. Lynn, though, will lose it as the puck now banged along the boards and sent all the way down the ice right there on a nice defensive play on the back check by Johnson. Boulin now behind his net with $1.50 left to play here. He'll leave now for the charging Nate Lynn. Lynn, though, almost tripped over as the puck is intercepted right there, and here's Johnson on the attack. He's tripped up, and that's going to score right there. Nate Johnson with his second goal, and all of a sudden, empty netter as well. And that's going to make it 5-2 right there. The pass of great anticipation by Johnson. I saw that coming from a mile away as you saw him step up into the play, and he goes coast to coast right there. They say it's his third. I only got 2 for Nate Johnson because we have the other goal being scored by number 82 in Anthony Fan right there. So 5-2 now.
Still on a Perry's Place power play.
Yep. That's now taking the biscuit. It will be number 5 in Eldorani.
That goal will actually be a Perry's Place power play shorthanded goal.
There you go. Boy, Perry's Place is all over the place in the with shorties, two-man advantage, goals, everything.
Hey, you give me a hat.
Yep.
I'll say your name.
Okay. Hey, now, is that you wearing a Perry's Place? Oh, you are wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Wow, you got a hat. As we're calling offsides right here with 66 seconds left. You're starting to see some frustration come abound on the Fairmont faces right here.
Here we're getting gift certificates, too. Seriously. Perry was here. I was just talking to him all around Rink 1 earlier when I got here.
Face-off taking place to the just outside the zone. Now here's an attack right here. Actually by number 19 in Pete again. However, it's knocked off. As we now have the goal being vacated again. Another opportunity right here. Turned over on the backhand, intercepted off Svinsbo backhand right there. Here comes Fairmont back on the attack. This is Zhao now, slides it over. Shot comes in, save that time off of a pizza stick. And the puck cleared back out to center ice with just about 30 seconds left to play. Another opportunity now as Lee now will enter the zone. Lee now on the backhand fires a shot, and that one floats right into the glove of the goaltender in Medley. Medley, who stopped his last 14 consecutive shots. And with 20 seconds left, it looks like he's going to get the victory, barring a unbelievable multiple scoring binge in the last 20 seconds. Face-off moved over to the far side. Battle still ensues right there. Nate Johnson has a man slide off him as it's now garnered. We're back to 5-on-5 as the puck's moved over to the far side. This is Lou again. We'll move it down. Slides it over to Resendez again. Resendez had it knocked off his tape. The backhander sent all the way down. It's intercepted, and that's going to do it. So with 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 more here in the third, Edison going to skate away with a 5-2 victory over Fairmont. We're going to go directly to the post-game show right now. So let's again take a look at it. So once again, for visiting Edison, they had 1 goal in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third for a total of 5. On the other end, it was 2 goals for Fairmont in the first and 0 in the second and 0 in the third. Shot totals for Fairmont, 9 in the first, 14 in the second, and 8 in the third for a total of 31. The 30 shots stopped by or faced by the goaltender in Garuba. He stopped 26 of them. At the other end, it was Connor Medley facing 11 in the first, 6 in the second, and 7 in the third for a total of 24. He stopped 22 of them. And let's get to our 3 stars. And again, the winning goaltender obviously will be Medley. The losing goaltender will be Garuba, even though he played an outstanding game. There was no fault of his own on that one. So let's get to our 3 stars of the game. Our third star of the game, I'm going to give it to Xander Resendez right there. I thought Resendez played an okay game right there. Actually played a pretty good game. He was really good on both the forecheck, and then he was very responsible on the back check as well. He got a goal for his effort. So once again, we'd like to congratulate number 77, Xander Resendez. You are our CIH third star of the game. Second star of the game, this is going to be a difficult one for me, but I think I am going to give it to Andrew Moniak. He didn't find the back of the net, although he had plenty of opportunities, but he did have a couple of helpers on the first couple goals that were scored by the Chargers of Edison. In the way he was around, he was always on the ice, and he was always near the puck whenever he was on the ice. So once again, we'd like to congratulate number 27, Andrew Moniak, you are CAH, second star of the game. First star of the game, I'm going to give it to Nate Johnson. They said he had 3. I only counted 2 right there. But he had an important goal to tie this game up at 2. And then just the anticipation you saw in that steal right there, you saw that, and he stepped up, made the steal, and delivered it home, basically the back-breaking goal for this Edison squad in the empty net. And with his 2-goal effort, congratulations to Nate Johnson. You're our CIH first star of the game. Well, that's one down in the books, one more to go. So once again, for my partner, Doug Peacock, I'm Chuck Lasik, reminding you, you've been watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League right here on CIH.